Justin, we're live. Thank you. Town Board April meeting. Before we get started, can I get everybody to stand for the pledge, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Before I get started, I want to acknowledge the town board that's with us here tonight. We got Councilman Steve Morrell, Councilwoman Sylvia Santiago, Councilwoman Eve Lincoln, Councilman Charlie Bro. We also have with us our Highway Superintendent Anthony Feo, our Police Chief Dan Valeri, and our Town Attorney Dave Zagon, and our Town Clerk Patty Corinne. And I'm Steve Benetti. So the first thing on the agenda is we have to, I'm going to open or continue the public hearing on the parkland alienation, the Town of New Windsor sewer plant expansion outfall, relocation and treatment plant upgrades. This has to do with our sewer plant upgrade. Last month, we kept the public hearing open because we were waiting for our final survey, which we got today in the 11th hour. We have it here now. I have Quinn Malarkey here from MHE. In the event anybody has any questions or comments or anything before we do close it. We'll wait a couple minutes and Justin's going to tell me if anybody jumps on there, right? You're getting away easy tonight. Nothing, Justin? All right. The Town Board of Town of New Windsor hereby close the public hearing with regards to parkland alienation in connection with the Town of New Windsor's sewer plant expansion, outfall, relocation, and treatment upgrades. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln,
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau,
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes. Receive and file. Hearing no objection, Town Board of Town of New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached correspondence from the Town of New Windsor Planning Board dated March 18, 2024, advising he has no objection to the Town Board of Town of New Windsor serving as lead agency pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act for proposal parkland alienation. Another one here for the same thing. Hearing no objection, Town Board of Town of New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached correspondence from Orange County Department of Planning dated January 31st, 2024, advising they have no objection with the Town of New Windsor assuming lead agency pursuant to State Environmental Quality Review Act for the Town of New Windsor Parkland Alienation Project. Another receive and file. Hearing no objection, Town Board of Town of New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached reply pursuant to New York State General Municipal Law 239-1 M and N from Orange County Department of Planning dated January 31st, 2024, recommending local determination of the Town of New Windsor Parkland Alienation Project. Town Board, Town of New Windsor, Town Board, in connection with the proposed alienation of parklands, allow for the upgrade and expansion of the town's Caesars Lane wastewater treatment plant. Hereby approve the attached parts 2 and 3 of the full environmental assessment form. Authorize the supervisor to execute part 3 of same. Determine that the proposed action will not have any significant environmental impact, and accordingly adopt the attached negative declaration. Authorize the supervisor pursuant to municipal home rule law to request members of the New York State Senate and Assembly representing the Town of New Windsor sponsor legislation authorizing the aforementioned alienation along with the proposed dedication of the property to replace same, and thereafter assist its sponsoring representatives in New York State Senate and Assembly with the passage of same in that state house in order that the town may then proceed with the proposed alienation and dedication of parkland in support of its planned upgrade and expansion of the Caesars Lane wastewater treatment plant and its desire for future upgrades and expansion of its parkland recreation offerings. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln,
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau,
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes. Again, this has to do with our sewer plant upgrade, and I just want to thank Dave Zagon for all his work he's put in thus far for at least the alienation. And there's a lot more to go with this, and Jess Marina too, our paralegal. She's done a lot too, and I say appreciate it. Public comments. Speakers allowed 3 minutes. for anything that's on the agenda to speak? Hi, Quinn. Justin, anything? No? No? Okay. The Town Board of Town of New Windsor approved the minutes of the public hearing for parkland alienation. The Town of New Windsor served sewer plant expansion, outfall relocation, and treatment upgrades, and the minutes of the March 6, 2024 Town Board meeting, each of which were held on March 6, 2024, as per the copies posted on the Town Clerk's Bulletin Board in the Town Hall and same distributed to each of the Town Board members. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bededi.
Yes. So I'm going to do this motion, say a couple words, and then we'll go through with the program here. Town Board of Town of New Windsor promote Officer Ryan Sussman to the position of Sergeant in the Town of New Windsor Police Department effective April 13, 2024. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bededi.
Yes. So Ryan has been a police officer at the Town of New Windsor for about 10 years now. I think this coming September is going to be 10 years. With the last month's promotion of Deputy Chief Hollyfield, created a sergeant's open. The chief did some interviews, recommended a candidate, which happened to be Ryan. All the candidates that were interviewed and on the list are all worthy too, all great candidates and great cops with New Windsor here. Ryan's going to be missed in the DWI world. As again, this year he's getting the top cop, if you will, or the second runner-up or first runner-up for the DWI award again. I say he's first place because I think a trooper has first place, and they get to go through the whole county. He just gets New Windsor, so his job is a little harder. So Ryan, on behalf of the town board, congratulations to you. If you want to come up here and we'll do the ceremony with the chief. Deputy Chief Hollyfield, maybe the two lieutenants, Lieutenant Fayette Monahan, I believe, is here too. You want to come up here with him, please?
I'd like to invite Ryan's wife Meredith to come up and pin his shield on. Oh.
Brian, you guys are your family or? So, here you just get the board members up here real quick and then, Patty can, do her swear her in, swear her out.
Congrats.
See how he's big. It's getting weird.
Like, whoa.
Can you guys move up? Good job.
Yeah, that's. Brian, congratulations. Good luck. Stay safe out there. Yes.
Ryan Justin. Do solemnly swear. That to support the Constitution of the United States.
Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of New York.
Constitution of the State of New York,
that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully
the
discharge
duties of sergeant
the duties of sergeant
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God. Congratulations.
And for those of you that are not on, that don't see the back of the room, there's a large portion of our police force here too, so to support Ryan and the admin here, so I appreciate that, thank you.
Brian. You know, there's one, I didn't know, I want to go back to this. Thank you so much.
And I'm gonna pause there for a minute so everybody can get out, so you don't have to worry about listening to the rest of this. I'm sure you don't want to. Good, I didn't listen.
I'm just trying to follow the rules. What's the bet today?
We don't have one.
No betting today?
You don't let us spoil it.
What? No betting today?
No. So you have to fly by the day.
Don't you want to minute?
Oh, yeah.
Bring 10 minutes back.
What did I write to? Who did I write to?
Jenny.
All right, I'm gonna move on here with the program. Town Board Town of New Windsor hereby states its intent to reimburse projects costs incurred prior to the issuance of any bonds or notes for any and all expenditures made after the date hereof in connection with any engineering, planning, construction, or improvements associated with the Lakeside Drive Culvert Replacement Project in accordance with the resolution attached hereto. Motion.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes.
That's how you know.
This project's gonna go out to bid this year and probably be completed in 2025. However, we have to do this motion to cover any costs back to the town of New Windsor that we incur in the interim here. Town Board Town of New Windsor authorizes the town clerk to advertise pursuant to law, calling for sealed bids for the purchase of one 2024 or newer 6 cubic yard dump body and plow with a wing. Bid shall be received and publicly opened on May 9, 2024 at 10 a.m. local time at the office of the town clerk, 555 Union Avenue, New Windsor, New York. The town board, town of New Windsor, reserves the right to reject any and all bids. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes, this is a new dump and wing plow for our highway department. I'm sure it'll probably take a year or so to get now.
Probably a year and a half to two.
Yeah, did we get the other one ever? We got them all now?
We got probably in November, every 2 years we'll get it. That's it.
Hmm. So we gotta buy these a couple years out here now. Town Board Town of New Windsor authorized change order number 2, which provides a credit for unused contract allowance in the amount of $6,177.20 and further authorizes final payment in the amount of $79,523.18, which includes retainage, if any, to Milcon Construction Corp. For the highway garage roof, building and grounds roof, and Brook Street pump station number 13 roof project. Said final payment shall be conditioned upon receipt of release of liens and environmental manifests in forms acceptable to the town engineer pursuant to recommendations of MHE Consulting Engineer DPC. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes, this is, again, I keep saying this, but we don't often see us getting, credits, but we got a credit for this again, which is nice. This is pretty much rounds out most of the roof projects in town. I think we have one more maybe in town we have to do, and we'll be all set with our roofs, hopefully for long after I'm gone. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached summons and complaint filing suit against the town of New Windsor in a matter entitled Vital Gilick versus Town of New Windsor and the Town of New Windsor Highway Department. That's all. This is a contractor that has one of his employees fell off one of our roofs that they were doing at the highway department, and they are, put us on notice there. Hearing no objection, town board ten New Windsor receive and file with the town clerk the attached permit bond, EACX 4032262, from Endurance Assurance Corporation, amount of $25,000, a guarantee of proper restoration for the opening of Walsh Road by Gnifta Corp. In connection with the City of Newburgh's Walsh Road Bridge Replacement Project, PIN 8761.40. This is down on Walsh Road, just before you get into the City of Newburgh. The City of Newburgh is replacing the bridge that goes over a waterway there. That's going to be, actually have a dam replacement as well, but they may have to make sure they return our road back the way they found it. Hearing no objection, town board ten New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached quitclaim deed dated July 31st, 2023, between Morris Hills Holding LLC, CO Lodestar Engine, and the town of New Windsor, conveying 0.47 acres of Morris Hill Road to the town of New Windsor in connection with the Lodestar Energy Morris Hill Solar Farm Project, planning board number 22-15. Said deed was recorded in Orange County Clerk's Office on the 28th day of August, 2023, in library 15462 at page 1681. That's a solar farm on Morris Hill Road. They have to give us the right of way on the frontage of their property for the middle of the road there. Hearing no objection, town board ten New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached stipulation of discontinuance in the matter of Catherine Dario and the town of New Windsor. They lost suit that they had to file notice of claim, and they rescinded their suit. Town board ten New Windsor hereby states its intent to reimburse projects costs incurred prior to the issuance of any bonds or notes for any and all expenditures made after the date hereof in connection with any of the engineering, planning, or construction of improvements associated with the Stewart Water Filtration Plant project in accordance with resolution attached here too. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes, this is I called a plan, perhaps an idea that we're gonna do a new water plant at some point in the future up at Stewart Field, and this is another motion to recoup our funds in the event we spend any between now and the time that it happens. Town board ten New Windsor authorizes the town supervisor to execute amendment number 3 to contract number C012388 in substantially the same form as annexed here to between the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation and the town of New Windsor, and any future amendments or documents necessary to secure the continued fundings for the provisions of temporary altered sources of drinking water, so such time New York State provides permanent solutions to the PFAS contaminations of the Butter Hill wells. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes, this agreement that, again, I want to thank Dave for working on, which he has for the last several years, is the DEC and the state paying for drinking water for aqueduct use until they come up with a permanent solution to the wells there. Town board ten New Windsor hereby authorize town supervisor to execute the attached professional service proposal in the amount not to exceed $66,000 for the redevelopment rehabilitation of the town of New Windsor's Butter Hill Well number 3 in accordance with the resolution annexed here too. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bedetti.
Yes, this is a necessary evil that we have to rehab this particular, it's our largest production well down in Butter Hill. We have October, the Delaware aqueduct's gonna be shut down. We're required via agreement several years ago to supply the town of Newburgh with their drinking water in that 8-month period. So we want to get ahead of the game and make sure that we have this well in working shape for them to draw on it. What was that one, right? What, 12? Hearing no objection, town board ten New Windsor shall receive and file with the town clerk the attached letter of amendment dated March 7, 2024 between the town of New Windsor and the town of Newburgh for the sharing at no cost of town of Newburgh's valve exercising equipment together with an operator for same. Said agreement is effective until December 24, 2024. That's that was last month. They have equipment that we don't have, and we have equipment they don't have that we share, and it's an agreement. We'll see another one after and later. Town board ten New Windsor authorizes the supervisor to execute the attached additional services authorization to the agreement between the town of New Windsor and McGoey, Hauser and Etzel Consulting Engineer, DPC, known as McGowan Housing or MHE Engineering DPC for retention of NASCO construction services for the provisions of cost estimating service in conjunction with the town of New Windsor sewer treatment plant expansion, outfall relocation, and treatment upgrades. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Badetti.
Yes, this is our sewer plant upgrade. Once it's, now that the MHE has given us a conceptual design, we put it out for a cost estimator for our bonding for this, plant. So we're kind of right on. We don't have to go back to the public for more money. Town Board, Town of New Windsor hereby authorizes the supervisor to enter and execute the attached task order number P 24-8856 with Quality Environmental Solutions and Technologies Incorporated, Quest, for a pre-construction environmental survey related to the town of New Windsor Caesars Lane wastewater treatment facility. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Badetti.
Yes, this is, again, Quest, we have a agreement with them. Since we're gonna do the upgrade, we have to check all the current facilities down there, make sure there's no asbestos and any other things that we gotta check before we dismantle or remove. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of New Windsor shall receive and file with the town clerk the attached letter dated February 2024 between the town of New Windsor and the town of Newburgh for sharing at no cost the town of New Windsor's portable generators on a temporary basis. Said agreement is effective until December 31st, 2024. Like the valve exercising equipment, we give them a generator. Town Board, Town of New Windsor, in accordance with the resolution attached hereto, hereby authorize and approve the filing of a municipal home rule request with New York State Senate and New York State Assembly for enactment of this Senate Bill number S 8161 and Assembly Bill number A 8660, respectively, that the supervisor and the town clerk of the town of New Windsor are hereby authorized to take all actions necessary in connection therewith and to make, execute, and deliver, or take all actions necessary to connection to cause to be made, executed, and delivered in the name on behalf of the town of New Windsor, any and all municipal home rule requests, including a required by subsequent amendment in the aforementioned bills and related certificates, documents, and papers that may be necessary to effectuate and carry out the intent of the attached resolution, and that the motion attached resolution shall take effect immediately. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Badetti.
Yes, this motion has to do with, we're looking to get a hotel motel tax of up to 5%. Tax on any stays less than 90 days. And this is something that has to be renewed every 3 years. So if we get that passed, then we can pass those taxes there. Town Board, Town of New Windsor hereby introduce a local law to amend Chapter 280 of Town Code, Town of New Windsor, to add a section to Article 1 therein entitled Off-Road Vehicles Prohibited. Declare the matter an unlisted action pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act. Call a public hearing to be set May 1st, 2024 at 7 p.m. to Town Hall 555 Union Avenue, New Windsor, New York, and authorize the town clerk to advertise for the same pursuant to the law by publication and posting all in accordance with the resolution annexed hereto. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Badetti.
Yes, this is we're trying to pass a ATV or off-road vehicle town code. Give the police department a little more teeth and flexibility to deal with these offenders that are riding on town roads, if you will. Whereas the County of Orange has funds to be distributed to local law enforcement agencies for the purpose of conducting enforcement activities related to the Stop DWI program for the term March 10, 2024 through January 1st, 2025. And whereas the town of New Windsor does wish to participate in said program, now therefore be it resolved that the town board, town of New Windsor, please approve the recipient of said funds on behalf of the town of New Windsor Police Department from Orange County, and authorize the chief of police or his designee to execute all necessary contracts, documentations with regard to the available funds. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Badetti.
Yes, this is funds we receive each year from Stop WI. I believe this year it's not to exceed $5,502. I think it's based on how many DWIs we get throughout the year, I believe, in the enforcement. Unfortunately, we do have a void to fill with the promotion of probably our top DWI guy to a sergeant now, so Sure, somebody will step up in his shoes there. Whereas the County of Orange has youth development program funds to be distributed to local municipalities for police purposes for the year 2024, which are funded by Orange County Solutions grant programs through the Orange County Youth Bureau. And whereas the town of New Windsor does wish to participate in said program, now therefore be resolved that the town board of town of New Windsor approve the receipt of said youth development program funds in the total amount of $5,000 funded by the Orange County Solutions grant program through the Orange County Youth Bureau, and authorize the supervisor to execute any and all necessary contracts and documentations with regard to available funds. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Badetti.
Yes, this, again, each year we get this, and that money goes actually towards youth programs for our youth camp, or summer camp out at Christie Babcock Park. Whereas the County of Orange has funds to distribute to local municipalities for recreational purposes for the 2024, which are funded by New York State Youth Development Program funding through the Orange County Youth Bureau, and whereas the town of New Windsor does wish to participate in said program, now therefore be resolved that the town board of town of New Windsor approve the receipt of said funds in a total amount of $10,000 funded by New York State Development Program through the Orange County Youth Bureau, and authorize the supervisor to execute any and all necessary contract documentation with regards to available funds. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Badetti.
Yes, another youth grant that we use for our summer camp there. Town Board 10 New Windsor authorized supervisor to execute the attached amendment number 1 to the owner engineer agreement between the town of New Windsor and MHE Engineering DPC for additional services, including but not limited to the subcontracting of Nelson Pope and Voorhees LLC for preparation and development of conceptual recreation plan document. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Badetti.
Yes, this is a recreation master plan that town of New Windsor is gonna do. Once we complete this plan, hopefully it's gonna put us in a better running for granting when we go out for recreational programs and stuff to upgrade our parks. Town Board 10 New Windsor hereby authorize the appropriation of excess revenues in 2023, the appropriation of 2023 fund balances, and the transfer of unexpected 2023 budget balances to overexpended budget lines as of December 31st, 2023, in accordance with the resolution attached hereto. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Badetti.
Yes, this appropriation is done yearly, both excess revenues and unexpended budget balances to over unexpended budget lines. It's basically a juggling act by our comptroller, which she does very good with it every year. We're actually in the middle of an audit right now from our firm, which is going well. Hearing no objection, Town Board 10 New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached correspondence from Orange County Department of Planning dated March 4, 2024, advising they have no objection to the Town of New Windsor Town Board assuming lead agency pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act for its Hometown Hero banner program. I will talk to this in a minute. Hearing no objection, Town Board 10 New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached reply pursuant to New York State General Municipal Law 2239-1 MNN from Orange County Department of Planning dated March 4, 2024, recommending local determination for the Town of New Windsor's Hometown Hero banner program. Town Board 10 New Windsor pursuant to the resolution attached hereto hereby assume lead agency for the installation of Hometown Hero banners on existing utility poles. Determine said project will have no significant impact on the environment, and thus authorize the town supervisor to execute the attached part 3 of the short environmental assessment form SEAF, adopt a negative declaration concerning same, and to direct the town attorney to circulate a copy of the negative declaration to all involved or other interested parties. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Badetti.
Yes, this is another step that we have to take to get this Hometown Heroes project off the ground. This is the banners for the military folks that we're gonna do on the telephone poles that you see in other towns and villages. I do have to give props and to Jess Marina from the paralegals office and Patrick Mangan from IT, who've done a lot of work on this for me, and I do appreciate them getting this moving for us. Hearing no objection, the town board 10 new ones are receiving file and with the town clerk, a letter of resignation submitted by Veronica McMillan, ESQ, dated March 28, 2024, resigning her appointment as attorney for the zoning board of appeals effective immediately. Veronica was our zoning board chairman. She's leaving town and she had to step down from that spot. Veronica served on the planning board before the zoning board. She did a lot of work for us over the years, and I appreciate her service and wish her well. The town board 10 new ones are pursuant to New York State Town Law 267-2 and 76-53. Opinions of the state comptroller hereby appoint the law firm of Arricchio, McMillan and Burgess, PC, as legal counsel to the zoning board of appeals for the year 2024, effective immediately, with Kristen L. Doyle, ESQ, expected to serve as ZBA main attorney on record. Motion?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Bededi.
Yes, Kristen, although I just met her, she's a lawyer at that firm here in New Windsor as well. I think she's gonna do fine for us. I'd like to welcome her and wish her well. I'm sure she'll do good. She's got a good support team underneath her there. Hearing no objection, town board 10 new ones are hereby receiving file with the town clerk the attached task order 2402 between the town New Windsor and MHE Engineering for engineering services necessary for the development and plan specifications suitable for public bid for ADA improvements to the town hall. Again, we're doing a lot of upgrades here. Matter of fact, New Windsor's ahead of the game. That they've given us 150,000. And the reason we got that much because several towns were not ready, and now they're telling us we're gonna get an extra 35,000 to bring us even more in ADA compliance here around town hall, so you'll start seeing more work being done. Hearing no objection, town board 10 New Windsor hereby receiving file with the town clerk the attached task order 2403 between the town of New Windsor and MHE Engineering, DBC, for engineering services needed to prepare final design plans and bid documents for improvements associated with the hazard mitigation scope work approved by FEMA for drainage incurred to the shoulder and driveway Caesars Lane and Caesars Lane wastewater treatment facility respectively as a result of Tropical Storm Ida. This has been a thorn in everybody's side, and I think Anthony's been down there and has eyes on some work we've got to do too. So hopefully we'll get all this done and straightened out. But as you hear the rain right now, there's no hope in sight. Hearing no objection, town board 10 New Windsor shall receive and file the attached agreement dated March 12, 2024 between town of New Windsor and Hawkins, Delafield and Wood LLC for the provisions of legal advice and counsel in connection with the issuance of bonds or notes pursuant to New York State local finance law and other applicable status in law. This is our bond counsel that we retained last month for upcoming bonding that we're going to be doing. Hearing no objection, town board, town of New Windsor, receive and file with the town clerk a letter of resignation submitted by Matthew Veronese, received March 26, 2024, providing notification of his resignation from his position as recreation director with the town of New Windsor effective May 3rd, 2024. So I've been on the town board for 4 years as a council member, and I'm on my beginning of my 4th month, and my 18-year recreation guy who's, is going to be really, really tough to replace. Matt Veronese is moving on to the 10 of Clarkstown. Matt got offered down there as a bigger staff down there, and he feels he wants to do a little less, if you will. Matt does a lot for us. He works 7 days a week and 20-hour days, and he's going to be a tough guy to replace. But Matt is, he did give me 6 weeks notice. He wants to hang around as long as he can for us to hire somebody and train somebody to try to, it's going to be tough to replace, but we're going to try to get him, get somebody on here, get them trained, and then wish Matt well and good luck. He's done May 3rd with us, so I do wish him well. Hopefully he'll come back. Hearing no objection, town board 10 New Windsor receive and file with the town clerk the attached memorandum of agreement between the town of New Windsor and New Windsor Superior Officers Bargaining Unit for the term January 1st, 2024 to December 31st, 2027. Contract that our final one we settled last month. Hearing no objection, town board 10 New Windsor receive and file with the town clerk the attached collective bargaining agreement by and between the town of New Windsor and the town of New Windsor Supervisors Office Bargaining Unit for the term January 1st, 2024, December 31st, 2027. Hearing no objection, town board, town New Windsor hereby receive and file the town clerk the attached change of address notice letter dated March 11, 2024 from KAGR2 New Windsor LLC with regards to its sublease of 575 Hudson Valley Avenue, First Columbia, 575 HVA LLC. Tenants of ours at the airport, which changed their address. Hearing no objection, town board, town New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached complaint on tentative special franchise full value of Liberty Utilities, New York Water Corp., consenting to 2024 tentative special franchise full values and determined New York State Board of Real Property. That's a receive and file. Receive and file 2024 monthly reports. Hearing no objection, town board, town New Windsor receive and file with the town clerk the attached monthly reports for the following departments for March 2024. These are all March 2024. Judge Calderon, Judge Myers, Police Department, Building Department, Recreation Department, Tax Receiver Utility Report, Tax Receiver Monthly Tax Statement, Town Clerk, and New Windsor Emergency Medical Service. They're reports we get each month, and we all look at them, and they're pretty intense there. Public forum. Anybody have anything they'd like to speak about? Come up to the mic, say your name. Hello, sir, how are you?
American soccer. I have a few things that like what you consider doing quality of life here in the winter. I guess I'll start with train noise. Anybody who lives sort of along the eastern side realizes that in the hours of sometime between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. the trains come through and they blow the horns 3 times at every crossing. Now, I've done some research on this because it wakes me up, especially the guy at 2:45 every morning. And they're not required to do that at those crossings because they're private property, every single one of those. You know, and so many towns, Rockland County, Long Island, have passed what they call quiet zones. And so I know that you'd never like to see a guy come up with a bunch of papers in his hand, but it's some research, and I'll give it to Dave since I've known Dave for a while. It tells you how to set up a quiet zone and what would be required to do that. And there's forms and applications, obviously, because it involves federal authorities and different departments of transportation, things like that. And it's something that has been done, it can be done, and especially in this case, because of the fact that that's all owned by Global Oil, like the company, every single crossing. And the only one that doesn't seem to have the appropriate crossing gate would be the one that goes between, I don't know, the River Road, but there's the Quonset hut. And it goes back into what used to be, what my father used to say was a Coast Guard. So that's one. So I'd like the board to consider that and see if that's something that can be done. And I think that would affect, I mean, I bet if you petition people from, you know, Lacey Field all the way down to Palm Point, they'd all say, this is great. You guys get all the credit for it. The other one is least important, but is also a lot of people plant this yellow striped bamboo as in order to, you know, cover up buildings or ugly sites. But if you've ever had to deal with it, it's a very invasive plant species and it can't be stopped. And a lot of municipalities also have outlawed this, the new planting of it. You can't really do anything about the old planting of it, other than the fact that you can make it so that the property owner who plants it has to contain it. Because otherwise what will happen, it sends these riders under the ground and it pops up through people's blacktop, through the bottoms of pools, and you can't stop it. The only way to stop it is to dig an 18-inch trench and then to put a steel barrier, like some type of sheet, like metal, you know, flashing metal, in order to block the roots from coming through. Otherwise, they will come. And if you're walking with bare feet, you step on it, it'll go right through your foot. And I also did, I have a copy of the ordinance from, I know the town here. We got some other copy there, so that, I mean, that would be an easy one to pass, I think. And what it does, it would put the onus on the person who plants it to prevent it from spreading into your property. That's all it would do, because otherwise you have to eliminate this thing yourself, and it's a pest. I mean, one of my neighbors had planted what was like a house shrub about 10 years ago, and now it probably covers an area about 60 by 60 feet, and some of them are about this thick around. So it's coming my way, and it could be coming to a town near you as well. The last thing would be just, I do a lot of walking, and I think that Cedar Avenue is a town road. And I don't know if you realize, but that's a sort of shortcut for a lot of people that come down off of 32, and then they come through there, and they just go roaring through Cedar Avenue. And I would recommend that, there's a baseball field, there's people watching games there. As a safety issue, there probably should be like a 3-way stop sign at, what is Cedar and Walnut? And possibly even at Veronica. That would be a little bit difficult because it's a hill there. And if you're trying to come out of Veronica and someone's coming the other way, they'll come over that hill at full speed. And I tell my wife never to take that road. She has to take that one and stay clear of that. Other than that, then with the rest of you.
Where do you, I don't know if you want to say, where do you live? Or like,
Passaic Avenue.
okay, that's good enough. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
If any questions, Dave, know where they're.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Or? No? Just to, I'm just gonna respond to you a minute there, Eric. So the train noise, I do live down by River Road. I grew up with it, so I know what you're talking about. The plant thing, I'll have to look at a little more. I'd be interested in that because I don't know how we're gonna identify who's doing it or who's actually gonna tell us, but we'll definitely look into that and is your number, or Dave have your number or something? I'd like to circle back with you. Maybe. Maybe after me, if you hang on a minute, I'll get some, we'll trade a phone number and I'll go from there. And Cedar Avenue, I've been dealing with, on Cedar Avenue, they've, the end of, my predecessor's term, I was dealing with, the abandoned house there on Cedar that that was on fire, that we actually took down. And I actually had a speed survey sign and then a speed sign installed, a digital speed sign to give us some numbers on there. And believe it or not, the numbers have been a lot lower than you would imagine. I don't disagree with the stop sign. I think it's the police department is aware of it. They're doing some more surveys and we're looking into it. But it is something that was, is on the radar, if you will, but I certainly will have a conversation about that as well, too. Thank you. With having that and nobody else, Town Board Windsor adjourn the Town Board meeting at 7:42. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Brown.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes.
Oh.